Meet Maddie. Maddie is a typical 5-year-old. And like most 5-year-olds across North America, Maddie has the same problem each morning with his parents. Let's have a look at that problem.
Maddie, brush your teeth.
I don't want to.
Monty, come on, I don't have time. I have to go to work.
Mom, I don't want to wash my teeth.
And it's in this very moment that Maddie's mother has to make a choice. Does she keep getting ready for work? Does she keep fixing breakfast, pack her lunch? Or does she take the 2 minutes necessary to make sure Maddie brushes his teeth the way he's supposed to develop good dental habits from a young age? Now we know this is a problem because 57% of children by the age of 12 in North America have already had a cavity. This translates into 20 million lost work days for parents, 10 million lost school days for children, and 30% of surgeries on young children are dental related. The cost in the Canadian and US economies comes to about $188 billion a year. So how can we go about solving this problem? We go back to when children are Maddie's age. This is when we develop our habits of brushing teeth. It's at a young age. We are all too aware of the compounding effects of poor dental hygiene habits. It gets more costly, and it gets more painful as we get older. So it's our objective to design a product that can develop good dental habits in Maddie while also improving the experience for his parents. So, let me introduce you to Brushy. Brushy is a specially designed toothbrush for young children. It's small, it's got the right curvature to fit a young child's mouth, it's motorized, but what makes it different from every other product that's come before is that with every Brushy comes its buddy, connected through a motion sensor. Let me introduce you to my buddy. As you can see, Buddy and Brushy together are a gamified and interactive experience for Maddie to develop his brushing habits from a young age. Using cues, routines, rewards, it gives Maddie an incentive to want to brush his teeth. And what more, he does it independently from his parents. Now we know that developing habits in young children is best done with parental supervision, through the connection from a parent. So we see this as an opportunity to introduce a whole range, a whole family of products to accompany Brushy in the bathroom. And at it, let's add a whole bunch of skins, which we hope to ideate and prototype to help customize the experience for Maddie. Now finally, is there a place for Buddy and Brushy in your bathroom? We found one in Maddie's. So I'm going to let Faye take it from here, and she's going to tell you what people think of our product idea, and she's going to tell you how we're going to bring Brushy to life.
Thank you. So, we've done the research and we know that this works on paper. That's all great, but what happens when you take this idea to life? Well, we spoke to a few parents, and when we got with some pretty positive responses, we found out that it's fun and it's helpful, but more importantly, that parents actually think this will develop a habit that's really crucial. When we spoke to dentists, we got some pretty awesome feedback as well, but one of the most important things we found out is actually that dental hygiene products for children aren't designed very well for children. As a matter of fact, most toothbrushes don't fit a children's mouth properly and can't get all the way to the back, which is where they receive most of their cavities. When we spoke to kids, that was actually the most exciting. We got some good responses as well, but it made us realize that this is something that's really fun and can be used for a long period of time. So, how are we going to bring Brushy to life? Well, the great news is we found out a lot of people brush their teeth. But when you take it a little step further, you realize that our target is really going to be parents with kids ages 3 to 6 years old. And the reason for that age is because that's when they start brushing their teeth independently. When you go even further, we're looking at upper middle class because those are the parents that are really struggling in the morning to get ready for work, to make lunch, just like Darcy talked about. And if we could capture less than 1% of this market, we're looking at $18 million. So, why hasn't someone taken advantage of this opportunity? It's so large, right? Well, actually, a lot of people have tried. But what you see is you see a lot of very manual, colorful toothbrushes, and that's how it's going to attract kids, or some very sophisticated products that are very targeted towards adults and range up to $250 US. Brushy fits in perfectly in this white space of very interactive products. Now, we're developing our brand name. So when we start, we're going to be coming out with $60 for the introductory package of getting a brushie and a buddy. But our margin is really going to come in from the accessories, which is the replacement heads that they have to purchase yearly, and the mommy and daddy brushes that Darcy mentioned as well. So today we're doing our first pitch. But in the next few months, we're going to be able to finalize our design, receive a prototype, and submit our patent, which puts us just in time for August 1st, a full rollout for Halloween, which is the biggest candy consumption holiday in the U.S. and Canada. We're looking at an average revenue stream of $86 per consumer and 24% operating margin and growing. And how is this all going to happen? With a team of dedicated, experienced professionals with 9 master's degrees and 34 years of experience. This ranges in business development, entrepreneurship, and actually a good number of years in medical device sales. So, thank you so much for listening to us. We hope you can help us take this next step to bring Brushitas helping thousands of children across North America.